Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks traded for Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers and Max Christie and one draft pick.
Yeah.
And we got Luka Keebler or Kleber and
the white boy that
could shoot the threes.
Yeah.
Tall kid.
As a Laker fan, how do you feel about that trade?
I'm happy for the long term. Luka's a top 7 player on the face of the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't turn down that with LeBron being 40, AD being inconsistent, and AD they said was going to want the Supermax. I just think that you can't turn down Luka at 25, 26 years old. I also think that the style of play at the Lakers has been boring as fuck. So LA demands a certain style. Like, we want to be Hollywood Lakers. We want to be running, gunning, exciting. That shit that we be doing now, that should have put you to sleep.
I just don't see this. I mean, I get it long term, right? You say we need a new face, we need a new superstar for 10 years. Luka's the guy. That makes sense to me. But if you're trying to win with LeBron now, this team is worse today than it was 3 days ago.
What are the odds that the Lakers was going to go to the championship with this team is currently constructed?
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. So
what would you lose?
So I agree with the strategy. I'm saying what I'm saying is, but
I can't say that.
But you punt on LeBron. But it means you're punting on LeBron. And
I don't think the Lakers for the past few years, it seems casually, because I'm not like a Laker guy, but it seemed like they've adopted like some of the Spurs regular season thinking, like, okay, let's do what we got to do regular season. We don't need to be a first, second, or third seed, because we can beat Houston, who's the 4th seed.
Right.
We can beat the Grizzlies, who's whatever seed, and then we'll take on that schedule. That's how they won the fucking the last chip they won in the bubble when nobody had them going in.
Yeah,
that was years ago,
and it's been backfiring lately.
3 or 4. But this is the thing: all of the teams in the West have gotten better, with Denver still being the pinnacle. The Lakers are not drafting players and or making trades to contend with Denver. If Denver is the top shotters, we not getting no big bodies.
But they're not.
I'm gonna say OKC is
they're
tough.
Not.
Yeah,
bro. Until you dethrone Denver, they him.
They've been dethroned already.
Yeah, they weren't in the championship.
Dallas went to the finals.
Dallas went to the finals last year. That's what I'm saying.
Fluky, but all right, I'm gonna give you that. What I'm saying is this:
they beat the Thunder. Who?
Dog.
Or was that the Wolves? I'm sorry.
Niggas are going to get people to contend with Joker. That's what Dallas just did. We got 2 big boys. We got Lively and the other kid, young kid, Gafford. Now we gonna go get AD, who defends him pretty good. He's long, he's quick. He defends him pretty well, but we need some other niggas to contend with Joker in the playoffs. And that's how the great teams do. Mid-season, they make a trade that is looking for the playoffs.
Like the Pistons did when they got Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, or what y'all did when y'all got Mutombo.
I don't want us to spend too much time breaking down the basketball side of things on this, because I don't think anything about this is a basketball move.
No. That's
right? Like, if this were a basketball move, the thinking is you would, if I'm trading my franchise player, all NBA first team, led the league in scoring, just took us to the finals, then I'm opening up the negotiations to every team. Hey, what you got for me? What you got for me? What you got for me? It's being reported that they only called the Lakers and they were like, what do you think of this? And then to not get any draft picks back. You know, I'm a Knicks fan. We spent 5 picks on Mikal Bridges. Mm-hmm. Rudy Gobert was, I think, 6 picks. Mm-hmm. So basketball common sense says if we're trading Luka, we're getting back a haul. That didn't happen. So I put my tinfoil hat on. I see fans out there put their tinfoil hat on.
I like that too.
My tinfoil hat was bad. I went back to the Chris Paul Laker veto trade and was like, shit, if we've been complaining about ratings all season, what better way to spice this up than to put Luka in LA with LeBron and get that move in, put him over here in Dallas, a major city, and let's just try to spice this up a little bit. Also, this trade happened, me and Corey was at the Knicks game that night. And before the game started, we looked up at the names on the board and we was like, oh, the Knicks just clapped them by about 50. I didn't know none of them niggas' names. Then the game started, of course I felt old. I'm sitting there like, is that Doug Christie's son? Sure enough.
Sure is.
That was Doug Christie's son.
And he nice.
Yeah, 17.
And he nice.
And was playing good defense on Jalen Brunson. But anyway, I didn't see anything abnormal at the game. LeBron was stronger, faster, quicker, and smarter than everybody on the court still at 40 years old. And Rich Paul was there. Everybody was there. That was like a big game. They say that was the most expensive regular season ticket all season.
I could believe that.
It was prime time. It was ESPN. A lot of cameras. That was if the Garden was more packed than I've seen it in recent years. Spike Lee, Chris Rock, Tracy Morgan, fucking Steve Stout came in there with that beautiful ass Louis coat. Came over to me at halftime like, "Yo, you good, man? I heard some stories." I ain't gonna keep addressing my sleepwalking shit to every new person I see either. I say, yeah, man, a little bit sleepwalking, man. He had some real good advice. Real good advice. He was like,
Well,
yo.
wear clothes?
No, he said, yo, just relax.
Magnesium.
Just relax.
Got you, dog. Give you some magnesium. I got some. I just ordered it.
You got something in the
I
cabinet
look
right
like
there?
a magnesium nigga.
You might need it to keep you asleep.
You need magnesium.
I take magnesium.
Oh, okay.
Y'all could.
You spray it on your feet, bro. It'll give you a really, really sound sleep.
That's it. I need something stronger than that. What's the dust version of that?
Megatron.
Don't give me something. hey, give me the Marcus Jordan version of magnesium. But anyway, I'm saying that to say I didn't see anything unusual at the game. LeBron looked like he got a triple-double, not even trying.
Sleep,
He didn't.
yeah.
Nothing seemed weird. Do y'all think it's possible that this trade happened without LeBron knowing, without Jason Kidd knowing, without any of these people knowing the way they report?
From what I'm hearing, and I don't have no inside knowledge of this, but what the insiders are saying is that they like Sham said, he knows, he can guarantee that LeBron did not know. Other reporters say LeBron was at dinner when he found out, and that he was still, his head was still spinning. Luka just bought a house last week.
$15 million.
$15 million.
In Dallas.
Yeah, in Dallas.
So Luka definitely didn't know. And he would have no reason to think he's going to get traded. So I really believe this is one of those rare times where LeBron was completely not in the know, which says to me, again, they're punting on LeBron. This is the first time in the history of LeBron's career where a move like that would be made without his
him
approval. And that's scary to me. My tinfoil hat is on too, but I'm thinking less about, the league is trying to make the Lakers good again, although I ain't mad at that.
Oh, no, the brighter tinfoil hats.
Tinfoil hat wasn't that?
No, yeah, that was me being stupid. The brighter tinfoil hat dudes.
They're taking the power back.
Oh, see, I think it's something else.
No, I'm talking about.
Bron is Drake.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because that's what it sounds like from.
No, they would say
Bron is
the
not
analogy.
But
But
he's 40 years old
Luka
in
being
basketball
traded,
terms.
he's no longer eligible for the Supermax.
Right, which is fucked up.
And AD.
AD no longer eligible. So now,
Just for context for the audience, he would have got a $360 million extension in the summer that he's no longer eligible for because he won't have the tenure in with the same team.
Yes, both
so
of
this is going to cost him like $40-50 million.
Both of them.
Yeah, both
so
of them. Yeah.
this is their way of now. This is what the tinfoil hat. This is their way of kind of. They found a loophole.
Yeah.
In these big ass collective bargaining deal they signed.
That might be it.
So was that the only reason why? Because they
I
were
don't
both
think that.
eligible.
Not the
for, okay.
only, but
I don't think
it
that.
could drive.
Nah,
because
this
if
is
we're
what I
trying to
think
steer
it
this
is.
shit back over.
I think there's something about Luka that Dallas knows that we don't know. And I think in about 6 months, everybody's going to be like, oh, that's why they traded him. I'm hearing from Dallas beat reporters that he has
Weight issues.
conditioning issues, attitude issues. But then there are people who are saying that they don't think he's a winner. They just don't think he's a winner, and he doesn't play defense. And so they don't want to invest that in somebody who they know they can never win with. And so they're selling high. The reason I don't believe the last part is the main reason is because, like Joe said, then you open it up to the whole league. You let everybody take a bid. You get the best offer. I think they're trying to get somebody unhealthy off their plate before people find out, before you can kick the tires on them.
Or get it while the value's still high.
Yeah. And if you start bringing too many people and they want medical reports, they're asking questions.
That nigga's a top 7 player in the world.
So is Joel Embiid, right? When he's healthy. But if you find out that he can't walk anymore,
We'll see.
and I'm saying he could be,
understand what
I'm
you're
more, because right now he's having calf issues. Next thing is your Achilles.
I think his
All
fat,
right.
his fat ass need to get in the gym and get some cardio going.
Let me play this tinfoil hat shit from my man KFC Barstool. I went and read all of the same shit that he's about to refer to. But it makes some sense.
Get your tinfoil hats out, folks, because there's a new conspiracy theory that the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic on purpose to tank so that they could either get their
LeBron.
casino resort approved or force the team to move to Vegas. So the long-term plan has always been for the Mavericks to turn their arena into a casino resort entertainment complex. Now, when Mark Cuban sold his majority shares to Miriam Adelson, the idea was that one day he would partner with Las Vegas Sands to create this entire gambling complex. However,
it.
according to his
remember that.
Texas lawyer and litigator, he says that despite the fact that the Mavericks are giving a ton of money to Texas lobbyists, they are not getting this bill approved to move them from Dallas to Austin to create the entertainment complex. So his theory is that their threat to move the team to Las Vegas is not really credible if they are a top team competing for an NBA championship. However, if they suck, there's a lot more of a realistic chance that the NBA would move cities. And what's the best way for your team to all of a sudden suck is to just give away a top 5 player and your franchise cornerstone. You talk all about his weight and his conditioning and his supermax and his defense and all that. It all always comes down to money. Now that theory, which doesn't even seem like that much of a conspiracy, makes a lot more sense than the alternative. There's a reason why no other NBA executives were contacted about potential trade options. Because they didn't want a good trade return. There's a reason why Danny Ainge, who was involved in the trade, didn't know that Luka was a part of it. Because they needed to make sure it went through despite being absolutely ridiculous so that they could intentionally suck. Because now the Texas government has to decide whether they want to lose the team to Vegas or approve this Austin complex. And if you're competing for a championship with Luka Doncic, it's a lot easier for them to call the Mavericks bluff to move them to another city. I don't know about you, but that entire theory seems pretty wild, but pretty true.
I can't rock with it because I think Dallas is a better team today than they were pre-trade. I think Dallas fares better in the long term in the Western Conference than
In the
with
long
Luka.
term?
No, not the
This year.
Not the long. Oh, this year. Oh, you mean like
In the next 3 years.
They could go farther.
They'll go further this year.
Dog, they should have got 10 draft picks for Luka.
Yeah.
So we can't say long.
Not with AD.
Yes, with AD.
Nah, I disagree.